Welcome. I'm Loretta Frank Rowland-Kitley, and we are here to practice our yoga, our 30 for 30. It'll be a little more than 30 as usual for the St. Jude's 30 for 30 Yoga Challenge during the month of June. So please join me. It's a great cause. St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children. It's wonderful. So join me, please, for this practice. We're going to warm up first. And we are going to focus on breathing. Breathing is so important and not talked about enough, I don't think. And also stretching, toning, some balance. Standing is balancing, basically. And then definitely relaxation. So please join me. We'll start with some deep cleansing breaths. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower down. Always check the posture. Up again, inhaling. Exhale, stretch and lower. Then keep the feet flat on the floor. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side, reaching and breathing at your own pace. Feel the stretch of the sides of your body as you reach. I like to pick up the opposite heel. It kind of helps me stretch a little bit more on the other side of my body. It's morning where I am now, so I'm really warming up. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Again, a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. We're going to start at the lower part of our bodies, but we're going to incorporate warming up at the top as well. So first, start with your hands on the front of your thighs and bend at the hips. I'm keeping my upper arms by my torso, so I try not to round my back as best I can. Trying to keep my legs as straight as possible, head and neck an extension of the spine. Abs are always in tight, unless I tell you otherwise, which will be rare. And then release and relax down. Just stretching. Letting gravity do a little bit of this stretch, but keeping the weight as evenly distributed on our feet as possible. You can rotate to one side, come back to the center, rotate to the other side. Whatever we do on one side of our bodies, we want to try to do the same on the other. And then slowly round up. One vertebra at a time, head, neck, and arms relaxed. And as you come up, bring those shoulders back and bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale again, stretch from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower just to the T position, palms down. Keeping the legs and hips stationary. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. Front inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front inhaling. Exhale, bring both arms forward, reaching forward in the parallel position with the arms, pulling the shoulder blades apart as best you can. Then release, bring the arms back behind, clasp the fingers together, straighten the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And then if you want a little more, bend the knees directly over the feet, abs in tight, head and neck, and extension of the spine. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, hold it here with the chest open or arch back, jaw closed. Release. Keep the shoulders back, but bring those shoulders up by the ears. No neck, arms are relaxed. And then reach down, long arms,
long neck. Breathing. Release. And now bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back, bringing those arms up high, loosening up the entire torso as you roll. And then straighten the arms for full range of motion. Breathing. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Now hands on the waist or the hips, focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Nice and tall, take a deep breath in. Exhale, right leg first, bring that right knee up in front of you. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, right knee up in the front, rotate it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees over the feet. Up, inhaling, left side now, look at that spot. Exhale, bring the left knee up in the front. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, left knee up in the front, rotate it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, shake everything out and move your hips from side to side. Shake each foot out as if you're shaking off water, just like the arms. And now, legs apart, about twice the width of the shoulders, whatever works for you. Again, hands on the waist or the hips and push the hips forward. Roll to the left. You can do the right if you want, it's okay. Roll back, roll to the opposite side, and roll forward. Now go in the opposite direction. I'm rolling to the right, to the back, to the left, and forward. Now center. Have the heels in, toes out. Bend both knees. Arms in the T position, palms down, palms up, and slowly come up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now I'm going to have my feet out a little bit more, toes still pointed outward, heels in, so that they're about a 45-degree angle. You can have your hands on your waist or your hips or arms in the T position, but stretch to the right, bending that right knee over the foot. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left in the same manner. Up, inhaling. Exhale, right. You can reach toward the floor if you want, but you don't have to. Up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the other side, do on this side as well. Up, inhaling. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture. I'm going to bring my feet in just a bit, but toes still out at about a 45-degree angle. Reach, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, bend both knees, lower those arms. Palms up and slowly come up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Again, shake everything out. We're going to stretch our sides just a little bit more here, nice and tall. Hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch to the side, staying in that same plane. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back as you reach, look up, align the left shoulder. Feel the stretch at the right side of your body. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch to this side in the same manner. Same plane. Weight on both feet, abs in tight, left arm. Shoulder back, reaching up, look up, align the right shoulder and feel the stretch at the left side of your body, breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, bend the knees into Utkatasana, fierce or chair pose. I'll turn to the side. Knees over the feet. Look up at the fingertips if you can. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach upward or arch back, reaching back. Lengthen, breathe, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Turn your head and look over the right shoulder. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Center, front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Center, front, inhaling. Exhale, press the chin into the chest. Release. Center, front, inhaling. I'd like you to move your head and roll your head around on your own. If you have any neck issues, don't roll in the back. But I'm going to press my chin into my chest. Release. And I'm going to roll around with a very heavy head. Coming all the way full circle, pressing in the center. Release. And then I'm going in the opposite direction. And back to the center. Press the chin into the chest. Release. Center, front, inhaling. Exhale, now again, roll those shoulders back. Great big circles. Loosening up the torso as you roll. Straighten again the arms for the full range of motion. And remember, in yoga, go slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. Shake out again, moving your hips from side to side. We're going to shake our feet out. We're going to do one more little balance thing with our feet. Focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Bring that right leg forward. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point the toe, flex the foot. Relax the foot and circle the foot round and round. And then change direction with the circles. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, other foot now. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point, flex, relax the foot and circle that foot round and round. Lubricating the ankle, change direction. Point, flex, lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Deep cleansing breath, inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Now we're going to do a sun salutation. So stand at the front of your mat, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch forward, bending at the hips. Lengthen the spine. Just let the upper body relax down first, abs in tight. Then come into Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips on the floor beside the feet, nice flat back, head and neck and extension of the spine. You can always modify using blocks, or you can put your fingertips on the front of your legs. Breathing. Now you may hold it here or come down into Uttanasana with the palms flat on the floor beside the feet, only bending the knees if you need to. Breathe. Now bend the knees just enough to slide the left foot back to the right lunge. You can modify with that back knee on the floor. You can have your palms on the floor, your knuckles, your fingertips. You can use blocks, but make sure that right knee is directly over the right foot. Lengthen the spine. Keep the back as long and flat as possible. Keep those abs in tight. And you're in this right lunge. Breathe. Now straighten that front leg, pushing that back heel down on the floor if you're not modifying. If you're modifying, just straighten the right leg or the front leg as best you can. Stretch over it as best you can and breathe. You can also bring that back heel perpendicular to your other foot if you'd like. I like to try to push the heel down. So do what works for you. Breathing. Now bend the right knee enough to slide it back to join the left. Feet hip width apart, hips in the air. Up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Rotate the shoulders down from the outside so the triceps are somewhat facing downward. Keep those abs in tight and breathe in this downward facing dog. You can always modify down on your knees if you need to. Listen to your body and breathe. Now lower the hips enough to slide the left foot up into that left lunge. Again, you can have the palms on the floor, knuckles, fingertips, whatever you did before. You can also modify with that back knee on the floor if you choose. Just make sure that left knee is directly over that left foot. Keep the back as long and flat as possible, abs in tight, head and neck and extension of the spine, and breathe in this left lunge. And now straighten that left leg, pushing that right heel down. Again, you can bring the heel perpendicular to that left foot. You can, if you're modifying, just stretch over that straight left leg as best you can. Lengthen that spine, abs in tight, breathing. My palms are on the floor where they originally were, up by the feet where they were. Breathing. Now bend the left knee enough to slide that foot back to join the right, hip width apart. Hips in the air, up on those toes again. Come into that downward facing dog. And if you're not modifying on your knees, walk the dog, keeping the toes on the floor. Bend one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor. And switch up at your own pace, walking your dog. Feeling the stretch
up the back of your legs as you do so. Don't forget to breathe. Push both heels down. Now lower the hips again. Now to a plank or a high hover position. Stay high on those shoulders. Head and neck an extension of the spine. Try to make sure the rear end's not sagging or sticking up as best you can. Engage those muscles. Breathing. And now open to the right, to a side plank. You can modify with the left or lower knee on the floor if you want. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or stack the feet on top of each other. You can bring the top leg up if you want also. Lots of options. Focus on your posture and your breathing. If you want, you can lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check your posture, make sure you're stable, and then open to the other side. Now, whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Breathe. If you want, lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check that posture. Again, in that plank posture. Then bend the knees. Knees and tops of the feet on the floor. You can come back to a puppy pose with the forearms, palms, and head on the floor, rear end up. Or slide all the way down to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can. Arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed. Abs in tight, breathing. Pick your heads up, slide the arms down. Fingers flared, thumbs touching, head between the arms. We're going to do the upper torso twist and shoulder stretch. So first, take a deep breath in. Exhale, take that left arm, place it underneath the right, perpendicular to it, palm up, shoulder on the floor as close as you can get it. Abs are in tight, turn and look at those fingertips naturally curled up. Breathing. Try to keep the hips as squared off as possible. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and change sides. Now right arm under the left, perpendicular to it, palm up, shoulder on the floor if possible. Turn and look at those fingertips, abs in tight, breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come back to a quick moon position, or you can stay in that puppy pose if you choose. You can slide the arms down into that child's pose. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms up, shoulders and arms relaxed down. Breathing in this child's pose. And then slowly round up.
one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relaxed, and then bring those arms up as you look up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch up right and left. If you have knee or hip issues that don't allow you to do this, then just remain stationary and just stretch. This is a cat stretch. One of the several cat stretches that we have. Then come back, and I'd like you to slide down where the forearms and elbows are on the floor. Clasp your fingers together. We're going to do a dolphin posture together. Elbows are under the shoulders. Plant the toes on the floor behind you. Walk your feet up, hips in the air. Feet are hip width apart. Head between the arms. Push the heels down toward the floor. My head does not touch the floor. Some people do touch. It depends on your arms and your body. Every body is different. But this is a dolphin posture. It's an inversion, as you can see with the head down. But it doesn't require as much balance as some of the others. Breathing. Then walk your feet back down. Knees on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. Just briefly, and I'm going to come into a low hover or low plank. You can modify here with lowering the legs and tops of the feet to the floor if you want, but we're going to do that shortly together when we come into an elbow cobra. Head and neck and extension of the spine. Breathe. Then lower the quads and the tops of the feet to the floor, to that elbow cobra, looking up, jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck, high on those shoulders. Breathing. Now you may hold it here, continuing to breathe, of course, or palms on the floor beside the rib cage. Elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come up to a full cobra. High on those shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. Pick the hips up into the air. Again, up on those toes, push the heels down, lengthen. Again, come into that downward facing dog. Breathe. You can always modify on those knees if you need to. Breathe. If you want a little more, push that right heel closer to the floor and bring the left leg up as an extension of the torso and arms, hips squared off. Breathing. And then if you want, you can bend the knee and open the hip. Straighten it back up and lower, inhaling. Then, of course, if you did it on one side, push that left heel down and bring the right leg up in the same manner, hips squared off. Breathing. And bend the knee and open the hip if you did it on the other side. Straighten it back up and lower, inhaling. Exhale, push both heels down. Then lower the hips enough to slide the left and the right foot back up into Ardha Uttanasana. Breathing. Hold it here or come down into Uttanasana, palms on the floor. Only bending the knees if you need to. Breathing.
Then release the hold, and you may round up one vertebra at a time as we did before, or arms at your ears or your sides, flatten the back. You can modify by bending the knees as you come up, but slowly come up. Flattening the back, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch up or arch back and stretch back. Breathe. Up inhaling. Exhale, prayer position again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check the posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Roll the shoulders back again. Great big circles. Loosening up the torso as you roll. Breathing. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. And our time runs short. So let's see if we can get down to the floor. I'm going to get down without using my arms for support, but you do what works for you. Seated stick posture. Legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, release the hold. Relax the hands on the thighs. Hopefully your back didn't move much, if any. And we're going to round down one vertebra at a time, but take a deep breath in. Exhale and do just that. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. And as you reach the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring both legs up. Remember, if you have back issues, to bend the knees and then straighten the legs up so the lower back is against the floor. Keep those abs in tight. But if you don't have any issues, certainly use those muscles. Again, lower back against the floor, abs in tight. Legs are as perpendicular to the floor as possible. Try to keep those shoulders resting down into the surface below you. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, circle those feet round and round, continuing to lubricate those ankles. I don't think you can do this too much. And then change in the other direction. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, open the legs. Place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward, making sure that lower back's against the floor as best you can. And the abs are in tight as best you can. Keep the pressure on those open legs. And if you can keep the legs straight and the shoulders on the floor, you can slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles. Breathing. Point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Keep that pressure on those inner legs. Breathing. Then release, bring the legs up, inhaling. Exhale, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind, releasing position, breathing. Legs are relaxed, arms tightly hugging in. Abs are in tight, back is against the floor. And you may roll from side to massage the back against the floor. Go slowly again so that you're using your muscles and not momentum. Breathing. Promoting circulation in that back. We're going to add a little bit of a twist here. Before we relax, we're just going to do some full pelvic twists. So keep those knees high into the chest. Arms in the T position, palms down. Keep the shoulders on the floor throughout. Lower the knees partway or all the way over to the right. Look at the opposite hand if you can. A modification is looking up. Abs are always in tight, shoulders on the floor. Knees are up high toward the chest and then lower to the other side in the same manner. And at your own pace, roll from side to side. However far you go on one side of your body, try to do the same on the other and go at your own pace. Just remember to try to go slowly so you use those muscles and not momentum. It's always good to do a pelvic or spinal twist every day if possible. Good for your spine, your back, your core. And if you want a little more when you're in the center, straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Keep the feet flexed and the legs straight and slowly lower them down as close to the floor in the right hand as possible. Look at the opposite hand, shoulders on the floor just like before. And then slowly shift your weight and bring those legs up, still rolling the back against the floor as you go. Go at your own pace. Always check the posture. Always breathe in this one. If your knees are bent and they're into your chest, then you're relaxing a little bit more than this one. This one is really a core workout. It's really good for strengthening your back and your abdominal muscles. But if you have any kind of issues, you might not be able to do it. You should never feel pain with yoga. You should feel you're using muscles, but not pain. If you ever do feel anything like that, come out of the position immediately and breathe. Your body's really going to need oxygen. And come back to bending the knees if you're not already doing so for the last one. Come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees. And slowly lower those feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Lower the arms enough so the palms are up and the fingers are naturally curled up. Your shoulders are resting down into the surface below you. And you're breathing. This is the bottle opener posture, coined by my friend Sarah. And now we're going to prepare for Shavasana, or full relaxation. So if you want, you can just slide the heels down until the legs are straight and let the feet flop out to the sides. If you want a little more, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. And you can bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet and slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have any kind of back issues, bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax now in that corpse posture, palms up, fingers naturally curled up, shoulders resting down into the surface below you, feet flopped out to the sides, eyes are closed. Take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and just relax your body as you exhale through the mouth. Keep breathing, and soon we'll take another deep breath into our systems. And when we exhale together, we will fist and flex and tighten everything, including our faces, our necks, bug our eyes out, everything. Do the lion with your face and neck. So take a deep breath in together. Exhale and tighten. And release. Just rest down into that surface below you. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. Let those shoulders rest down into the surface below you. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets if you're not already warm and in a position that allows you to relax. Wherever you are, just get into a posture. The corpse posture is one that is usually one of the most comfortable for everyone, but everybody's different. So get into a posture that makes you feel good. Breathe. Each time you exhale, just try to relax and sink a little deeper into that surface below you. Your eyes are closed. You're in a comfortable position. Focus first on opening your mind. Open your mind and travel to one of your favorite safe places. You're in that safe place. We'll move through your body and relax the muscles and release the joints just a little bit more. So first start with the hands and the fingers, relaxing the muscles, releasing the joints. As you move up the arms, release the joints in your wrists as you relax the forearms. Release the joints in your elbows as you relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. The arms and shoulders and hands are relaxed. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet, relaxing the muscles, releasing the joints, allowing the heels to sink deeper into the surface below you. As you move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles as you relax the shins and calves. Release the joints in the knees as you relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps as you relax the thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes, allowing those glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Again, wherever you might be, in your safe place. Focus now on the chest and the sternum area, relaxing the torso. Relax the pecs, relax the upper back and shoulder blades. Your shoulders are already relaxed. Lower down the torso now to the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe as you relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the lower back. So much stress rests in the lower back sometimes. Relax the spinal area there as well. And now I'm going to ask you to relax the abdominal muscles, which I don't do often. Relax those abs. Relax the obliques up the sides of your torso. Again, move up now the spinal column, relaxing even more until you reach the upper part of the torso. Focus again on the shoulders. Again, much stress rests on our shoulders and our upper backs and our necks. Relax the shoulders even more, the upper back and shoulder blades. Allow them to rest deeper into the surface below you. And relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. The torso is relaxed, arms, legs.
Focus now on the head and neck even more. The neck is relaxed. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips and the tongue. Relax the cheeks, the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and functioning perfectly. So now from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it's time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing, abs in tight. Raise your head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position, sitting cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus, whatever works for you. Nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope you feel better than when we started, and I hope you got what you needed. Thank you for joining me on this 24th day of the St. Jude's Challenge. Please donate if you can. Again, thank you for being here. Namaste.